Liza, he looks just wonderful.
Would you do me a favor and go get TR?
Oh, of course I will. She'll be so happy.
You know, from the looks of him, I'd say my grandson weathered the storm a lot better than the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my goodness, you certainly had us worried. Do you know that? We were so worried about you. Everyone except Colonel Bluebird, that is. So what he told me, he said, oh, little rain couldn't possibly hurt a tough flyer like Turner Centel. He was right, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a survivor like his mom.
Where is he? Where's Turner? Hey, I want to hold you and never let you go.
Okay, well, there'll be plenty of time for that, but right now I want to get him to the emergency room, have him checked out.
I'll drive you, honey.
I'm parked right behind you. I have to move my car. I'm very happy for you, Liza.
Thank you, Lloyd. How can I ever thank you?
Well, maybe I could think of a few ways.
So tell me, how did you find him? I mean, how did you know where to find him? I have to write this down in my diary. I want to hear every detail. Let me get it. I think Turner would want to know this, too. Because when he gets older... Oh, where is it? When he gets older, he's going to want to know who the man was who saved his life.
No, no! Someone sneezed, and it did not come from the other apartment.
Okay, you're right.
What?
Someone's in there.
I know someone's in there.
Good, that's glad that's settled now. You can leave.
Nothing is settled. Now, are you going to tell me who it is, or am I going to go in there and find out myself? So you have a man in your room. What a relief.
You're not mad?
Of course I'm not. Now, who is it?
That I can't tell you.
Why not? I'm your mother.
Exactly. I'm embarrassed.
I beg your pardon.
Mother, lovers aren't the thing we should be discussing.
What, two grown women?
I know. I can't help it. I'm embarrassed.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would you be embarrassed about the most natural relationship in the whole world, unless... Never mind. I know.
You do?
Your pride. What that man did in there, it was inexcusable, but you have excused him. It's embarrassing when you take someone like that back into your life.
Someone like that.
Darling, I've seen the effect he has. It's almost Svengali-like. He could wrap the best of us around his little finger.
Who are you talking about?
I've known he wasn't out of your life. I am right about that, aren't I? And lately I've had the strangest feeling. I mean, a man like that doesn't just roll down and die, even if you do kick him out of your apartment.
Mother, if you love me, you'll leave. You won't ruin this for me.
Why? Are you trying to tell me he's shy? That's very peculiar. He's always seemed terribly outgoing at the studio.
The studio?
I mean, I've always had the feeling Chase Kendall was a bit of a rogue.
Chase Kendall?
Yes, your lover.
No! Mom, Chase is my friend, that's all.
He is. All right, then, well, who? Now, let me think. You had a very elegant pâté, you had an expensive French wine, so it had to be a man of breeding and sophistication. Brett Hamilton. Oh, darling, how wonderful. Who knows where this could lead? For all we know, the Hamiltons have a family crest. It's not Brett Hamilton. Alec Kendall. Do not say another word. I promise I will not cry. Just know that your mother could not be happier. After all, the man is almost a doctor.
Yeah.
Goodbye, darling. Have a great day.
Come on, it's not that bad. It's only 101.
Great, he can read a thermometer.
Oh, knock it. Dr. Town says I have to take your temperature every hour.
Every hour? Tell me the truth, Doc. Will we live?
The question is, will we? I've never heard so much moaning and groaning.
Everything aches. My head, my stomach, my muscles, my joints. Not to mention my backside. Dr. Towns gives a mean injection. I'm not sure which is worse, this cold or not being able to sit.
You'll be fine. All you need is fluids and plenty of aspirin.
Not to mention a doctor with a bedside manner.
Oh, is that a complaint?
You're sitting on my legs.
It's part of the prescription. Dr. Towns doesn't want you running around. He says plenty of bed rest, remember?
Impossible. I've got so much work to do.
Nothing that can't wait a few days.
That's the problem. The show is in a few days. I haven't even picked out the music yet.
Well, don't you have an assistant?
Well, Adair was my... Wendy's been helping me out. She's sick, too. I think that's how I got this cold.
You'll think of something. You always do. You can't go anywhere with me camped out on your left tibia. No, 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 no violence. No violence. Come on, I'm only doing this for your own good.
You mean that?
Of course. You're my brother. The least I can do is help you get well.
I knew I could count on you. You'll find everything you need on my desk in a folder marked HKT.
What are you talking about?
Henderson Knights of the Turntable. You are going to pick out the songs for the next show.
If I didn't know better, I'd think you got sick on purpose.
Oh. Now, why would I do that?
To rope me back into this.
No, I promise. I promise one time. Just this once. All right? Now, Stephanie will give you the rundown. Just tell her you're helping me out. Anything you need, ask Stephanie. She'll give you everything you need to do the job, okay?
You owe me one.
I know I do. Thank you, Alec.
Forget it. Truth is, you're doing me a favor. Maybe working will help get my mind off Adair. How about if I pick something from the top 10 here?
I knew you'd be a natural at this.
Hot 100 singles. What is it? Billy Ocean has a new release.
What's the title?
Caribbean Queen. No more love on the run. Maybe Adair is like Becca. I'm not meant to forget her.
Well, I tell you, little fella, the fact of the matter is, it was those burrs in your coat and the mud on your feet that were the clues that led me to Little Turner. You don't understand what I'm saying, do you? Well, that's okay. I guess you just had a hankering to commune with nature, huh? I can understand that. Nature can be very special at night. The sky and the stars. I'll let you in on a little secret, though. The sky's not the only place you can see stars. You know that? Miss Sintel's got 'em, too. Call her Lady Liberty. You know why? 'Cause she got a light shining in her eyes that rescues lost souls and sets them free. Guess that's why you took off, huh? Yeah, love can do that to you. Makes you want to grab hold of the world, set it on its ear. Next time you gotta let her know that you're leaving, that you're gonna come back. You understand?
Maybe I shouldn't let him run free.
Well, no. I wouldn't recommend that, man. It might break his spirit.
Sure wouldn't want to do that. His spirit is what I love the most.
How's Turner?
He's sleeping. He was good at the emergency room. The doctor said that he just needs some rest. He'll be up running around. I'm going to have my hands full.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna have a house full of spirited rascals.
That's right.
You should get your rest.
I will. I just wanted to make sure you hadn't left.
Well, you've had enough disappearing acts.
You look tired.
I wouldn't mind lying down somewhere.
You want to use the guest cottage?
Guest. That's a person that stays at the request of another.
I suppose so.
Right. And isn't he usually shown a certain amount of etiquette?
Hospitality.
Hospitality. That means friendly-like.
Or giving.
In a generous manner.
Would you believe that Turner's sleeping as if nothing happened?
Babies are resilient.
Yeah, pilots are too.
Well, Granddad is upstairs watching Turner sleep.
No, I want him to lie down.
Well, I don't think you're going to get him to leave the nursery.
Why don't you go try to convince him?
Okay, but first, I want Kentucky to tell me how he knew how to find Turner.
Mirror deduction, mirror deduction. Kentucky here had burrs in his coat, so I had to find out where those burrs came from, and I eliminated one place after another till I found this kind of niche up in the hillside up there, and that's
Thank
it.
you for finding him.
Sure. Oh, watch out now. You might crush man's best friend.
Sweetheart, why don't you take Kentucky to the kitchen and feed him?
Oh, that's okay. I'm much obliged, but I'm not very hungry at the moment.
I meant the puppy.
Oh, right, Dave.
All right, you little fella. Let's get out of here and get you something really special.
It's confusing to have two Kentuckys around.
Oh, yeah? I guess so. Does the other one chew matchsticks?
Only my best shoes.
Oh, wow. Well, that's the way we'll be able to tell us apart.
Well, if you're gonna stick around, we better find another way.
Turner is back, Dad. That's great news.
Yeah, I'm glad I got a chance to see Eliza's face when Kentucky handed Turner to her.
Oh, I bet there were a million feelings going on at once.
Just one thought. My fears have been put to rest. That's an experience that I didn't have. Always wondered what it was going to feel like. Now I have some sort of an idea.
Dad, you look exhausted. Why don't you go to bed?
Memories have just come back. That's what happened last night. I remembered every single detail that led up to Rebecca's disappearance. And feelings. Feelings of guilt and rage and frustration. I don't like what they do to you.
Come on. Why don't you lie down on the sofa?
No, I don't think so.
Well, can I get you something to eat? Why'd you change your mind about giving Becca's doll to TR?
TR changed it for me. She threw the doll back in my face.
Wow. Do you have any idea why?
Oh, Liza said something about a doll that Travis brought back from Indonesia. Maybe it reminded her of that doll.
Becca's doll may have brought back a lot of memories. Of when you saved TR's life and Travis was killed?
No, that doesn't make sense. Why would she still blame me for something that I couldn't possibly prevent?
Blame is convenient, Dad. It takes a long time to admit that.
As she seems to fear and hate me at the same time.
I think I can understand that. She loved Travis, and she still holds you responsible. If she softens in her attitude towards you, it'll be disloyal to his memory. It'll be as if she's forgotten how close they were.
Well, you're right. I think I should probably try to get some rest.
Dad, wait, don't go. Talk to me. Sometimes that can help, especially if the other person just listens. Let me do that for you.
I'm sorry. I don't think I want to talk about this anymore. Chase. Thanks anyway.
I didn't know your brother was sick. Will he be able to do the show?
Oh, it's only a bad cold. Believe me, if he could have come here and picked the songs himself, he would have. I advised against it. Just one more day of rest, you'll never know he was sick.
Well, since you and I don't have any crisis to handle, maybe we could spend this time getting to know each other just a little bit. I mean, after all, it's not every day I have a potential doctor in my studio.
I'm not quite sure I follow how that'll help us plan the show.
All right. The music we use centers around a new dance. I believe the operative word is break, and some of the kids take that quite literally. It will be a relief to me to have someone standing by who can handle the injuries.
Ah, I'm interested in tropical disease.
Oh, how lovely. Wendy loves the tropics. She always gets a wonderful tan. But then I'm sure she's mentioned that to you.
No. I haven't seen her since the last show.
You haven't seen her since... All right. Whatever you want to say. Fine with me. You're not going to be able to keep it a secret forever, you know.
Well, why should I? Chase is going to host the show. I'm just helping out.
We're still going to talk about the show, huh? That's fine with me. Tenacity is a great quality in a man. So, does your father know?
Well, he wants me to do whatever makes me happy.
Oh, good for Lloyd. And you are happy, aren't you?
Well, I'm happy if I can help my brother.
Uh-huh, your brother.
Chase.
It's not gonna work. I can tell by your smile, the way it just lights up your whole face. I mean, that is why I'm so thrilled. All right, I will let you get back to your work. I just want you to feel free to drop by this office any time at all.
Anytime.
Mm-hmm. And Alec, I could not be happier.
I've missed you so much. I'm scared though, Warren. This is not good. Somebody could drop by. Anybody could drop
That's
by.
all right. Well, I'm gonna leave soon. I sound a lot worse than I feel.
I held you in my arms before. Closed my eyes. I was so happy. It's like the last few months just disappeared. Oh, I wish we could do that, you know. I wish we could just erase the past, turn back the clocks to time when we had a future. What plans we made.
You remember all those plans?
I remember everything.
You remember when I hit you?
Yes. I guess I just didn't know what you were going through. It must have been horrible with that crazy Ringo calling all the shots. That I know it was all his idea, the robbery, the kidnapping, the explosives at the river, but I wish you would have told me.
Wendy, I'm sorry.
You could have told me. We could have worked it out together. You remember how we used to work anything out, no matter how bad the situation was?
I was wrong to come here.
No.
To involve you in all this.
I'm glad you came.
Wendy, I have nothing to offer you except a life on the run.
Why did you stop looking?
Found your son.
It's not what I mean. The last time you held my eyes like that, you said...
I know what I said. My intentions are still the same. I just got a little sidetracked.
Partners are supposed to keep one another informed. You disappeared. You're back now. I want to know for how long.
Till I teach the puppy to roll over.
Want to teach someone else?
When do you want to start?
Immediately. I have a dozen pilots chomping at the bit.
Well, you only got one at the moment.
For the prototype.
The prototype.
That is what we're talking about, Colonel Bluebird.
Oh. Well, maybe you better run that by me again.
Well, you see, my department heads at TI all have a different idea about how to hire this pilot. I mean, they have specialized interests. They're not looking at the whole plane.
Well, that's too bad. She's a real beauty from top to bottom.
I need a professional who put those candidates through their paces. Tell me who to hire. With all the delays, I have to give the government a spectacular show.
You don't need a prototype for that.
That's right. I need you. What's your answer? Will you help me hire a pilot?
Well, why not? I can be as hospitable as the next person.
Thank you.
Don't mention him.
You want to seal the bargain?
Why not?
Oh, Warren, how did our lives get so messed up? I keep thinking about it. I keep thinking that if only I hadn't lost our baby, that things would have been different.
This is nothing you did. It just happened.
I wanted that baby. I wanted that baby so much. I'll never forget, I woke up and you were by my bedside. You held my hand for so long. You cried. I knew then that you weren't just crying for the baby, but you were crying for me. All the dreams I had, the family that I wanted. People used to tell me that you were cold and unfeeling. But I knew that night they were wrong. You're a good man, Warren Carter. Kind of man I love forever. But Susie gave you the one thing I couldn't. A son. That's why you're here, isn't it? To be with him.
No, Wendy, I'm here to be with both of you. My wife and my son.
Why don't you lay down, okay, huh? Medicine will work better that way. Go ahead.